Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bonsai Cup Round 1 of the RC Drift Dojo here in Alphen aan de Rijn in the Netherlands. My name is Ton Steenvoorden. I'm here alongside Vince Tonk, owner and also the camera operator of RC Drift Dojo, and today of the Bonsai Cup, making sure the action is well recorded and well documented. Upstairs we have Nick having the camera, the handy cam in hand, making sure to track all the battles that are about to go down, because we started off with the qualifications. Of course, also some practice time. After that, we had the qualifications. The judges made their decision and came up with a ranking and a bracket that's formed in which we will do the upcoming battles. So the top qualifiers of today. There's a bracket which is of course not filled in yet, because we don't know who lost the upcoming battles yet, but we will know in a couple of minutes. Over to the judges right now. They're doing a battle briefing, so I'll stop talking. Hope you can join in and listen.
There was a transition. position out here, not position here.
Well, inside, like, front of the car on the line, it's okay.
Yeah, here's the position time. And not here.
No, I'm about like mid-track, so like your front wheels on the line.
And front wheels here or front wheels here, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be here, of course. Now we go on, and then of course, is the funny part, if you go here together. Make sure, as Jason, he leaves room for the leader that he can flip. Don't be here when he needs to flip. You make it difficult for yourself, you make it difficult for the leader. But also the leader should not brake hard, that he will come into you. Basically, you go on together like this, towards that point. Here is the same, of course. Leave room that you go and flick simultaneously. And again, if the leader is here, follow him. You will lose points anyway, he will gain points. Same. And make sure that you're approximately the finish line for the leader. Most of you guys take in like here, or even here in the box, all fine. But make sure that you're in the box on the finish. Same for the chaser, it's doable. You don't need to be all around here, but finish in the box.
And do you still want the lead to have the rear wheels inside that small box?
Yeah. That's the ideal line of the qualification. Questions? Of course, Dave.
We were talking about the middle line there.
Yeah.
When you come up with the box on the outside, so pretty impossible to get on the right side of the yellow line without touching.
You mean impossible to be here or impossible to be here?
Yeah.
Like you said already.
If you want to fill the whole box, because you qualify the transition zone,
Yeah.
the yellow line, and now it is the outside of the yellow line is transition zone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. So the way you figure out the pedals, these are actually on the right side of the yellow line.
Yeah.
Okay, then you
Already
can
that and also on qualification you should be here on the
and
outside.
you can also fill the whole zone on the outside.
Depends how fast you're going or slowly going. Because I saw most of you guys being on basically on this level. Most of you are here on qualification. You don't need to be here.
Yeah, but that's what we're asking, because in qualifying it was showing to drive like that there, but then earlier he put the car further back. That's what I was clarifying. Because in the briefing qualifying, that's where the shell was, transitioning the front through the line. But then just a minute ago you were saying it needs to be further back. That's what I'm saying.
It's a real difference.
No, I get what you mean, but I'm just saying for clarification. In the qualifying briefing, it was like the front wheels were going through that line, but then he wants now he's saying the whole shell should be over that line. That's what I'm saying.
Over that line.
It doesn't.
There's like a little miscommunication about where the car is, where your wheels are.
Yeah.
And basically your wheels are here on the line, or a little bit back.
Yeah, that's fine.
But depends on, of course, what car you have. If you have this is no nose, this is a bit more nose.
Yeah, that's fine, but I just want to clarify.
But you don't want to be there.
Well, yeah.
That's the main issue.
No, yeah, that's fine. No, I'm just saying, just to clarify, there's a difference between qualifying and
And of course, some guys are snappier with this, quicker and slower. Or what depending on the style.
Kijk,
No, I understand.
it needs to be fluently.
No, I know that, but I just wanted to clarify because it was two different. There's two different explanations between the two.
So if you're following,
Yeah.
you're slower than the leader. Yeah?
Yeah.
The leader is too fast.
Yeah.
And he's missing the boxes. But you're slower, but you're taking the boxes.
If you're really slow, if you're more than 2 meters apart, the chaser drives the qualification line. Shows no shortcuts to catch up with him. If you're slow, you're slow. Restart is about here. Is the distance already too big between you, or you hit each other on the starting line? We give a restart.
Can the chase across this yellow line?
Yeah, but why should we?
Well, no, but like he drops like one wheel. Just
No, it's not obstacle or whatever.
That's fine.
But I think it's for the chase car, it's easier to follow from here already the car, then make the same position, then be here and go straight.
Need to come through there,
Yeah.
or where they're driving like that. We can come in, maybe like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
no problem, that's no
okay,
problem.
that's what you wanted to check.
But don't be like over here and then try to do the flick because
So as the judges and the participants are going through all the rules, I think it's a good time to take a look at the qualification results, where we have Davey with the top qualifier, did a great job, scoring 94.7 points, but being followed by Arthur. Arthur scoring 94 points, so getting pretty close score-wise. After that we have Ryan Addis on the third place, representing Team RCO from the UK. Fourth, Fabian Visser, Team Dojo, and Armando Januar from Team Dojo as well. On fifth, Kevin, Mario, Misha, Kadir Gunes on the ninth place. Sid Parida, 10th, Twan, 11th, Aaron, Danny, Bas, David, Anthony, Aaron, and Chief. Unfortunately, Aaron and Chief scored no points. Probably because their rounds did not count. They probably hit something along the way. But they will still get a chance to show what they got in the battles that are upcoming. We're going back to the track cam, and actually we're gonna start with the first battle, Anthony versus Aaron. Anthony today is his first time even trying out RC drifting, and Aaron coming from the UK. To join over here. I believe he also told me this was his first ever battle that he entered, so exciting time for both of them. And well, I'm excited that we're finally along the way with the battles, ladies and gentlemen. Another step closer to getting to know who will be our Bonsai Cup Round 1 champion of today. So we're going to start with a practice run. After that, both drivers will get each a lead and a follow lap, where they will try to do their best to convince the judges of their ability. And after the battle, the judges will make their decision, and we will see who will advance to the second round. Losers of this first battle don't necessarily go home right away, because we have a losers bracket as well. Here at the dojo, we're very keen on giving everybody their driving time and their experience on the track. So we added a losers bracket as well, so everybody gets their fair share at battling today. So a double elimination, as that's called. We're going to start off. Anthony versus Aaron.
guys ready? Auto ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Anthony with the lead run. Aaron is trying his best to stay close as we get a beautiful overhead view. See a couple of wall taps from Anthony, but he's keeping his car on the track, trying his best to give Aaron a good lap and a good line to lead. Round of applause for these gentlemen with the first battle of the day. It was, of course, a practice round. So now we're going to continue with the real work at hand, real job at hand. The first battle with Aaron in the lead.
Okay, guys, second round. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Aaron from the UK gaining quite some speed, leaving Anthony behind. Anthony is doing his best to recover. But it seems that Aaron is long gone. Catching those boxes, staying close to the outside of the track. And also good recovery by Anthony. Yeah, I must remind you, it's his first time ever RC drifting.
Dankjewel.
So this is a great achievement, even to keep the car on the track. You know? Takes quite some practice.
Okay, this one is won by Anthony, of course.
Ik zeg, Anthony is de winnaar van deze ronde. Ze gaan maken dat weer
So a slight mix-up by the judges, but Aaron won this first battle. He will advance to the next round. Anthony will have another chance in the another chance in the losers bracket. Aaron in the red car. Anthony in the white test chassis of RC Drift Dojo. So next up are David and Chief. Chief sporting the yellow hoodie. And is matching his car, actually. I think he thought about that, you know. So this is a Rocket Bunny Supra with a nice body kit on it. Almost Tweety-like yellow. And he's up against David. Starting off with a practice run. The drivers are doing their best to get warmed up and get ready for the battles that are ahead. All right. David and Chief will line up. David will take the lead on this first lap. Chief will chase. Let's see how they do. Going into the first corner. Both drivers are locked in, trying to put down a good result. And Chief is actually doing his best on getting close enough to David, who is in the lead in this round. Beautiful first battle by these dudes. David and Chief. Now it's time to switch up. Chief in the lead. David in the chase this time.
Okay, second one. Guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
We're off. This time Chief in the lead. Trying to do his best to take a smooth first corner. Going on into the next section. David doing his best to get some speed and try to cover the distance into the last corner. And a big applause for these guys, David and Chief. Now let's hear what the judges have to say about this. Big ups to Chief. Chief will get a second chance in the losers bracket. We're going on with the first battle of the second round. Davy versus Aaron.
It's the first battle for Davy, because the first one is also a practice.
We just saw Davy, of course, in the first round. That round was only 2 battles long because we had to decide who would take up the last remaining 2 spots in the top 16 bracket. But now we're going on with the first round of the top 16 with Davy as the top qualifier and Aaron as the just qualified driver from the qualification rounds that we had before. Both drivers getting warmed up. Aaron maybe has a slight advantage in warming up because he just had a battle already, but Davy has a lot of experience in battling. So let's see who gets ahead in this first battle. Davy in the lead, Aaron in the chase. Into the first corner. Drivers are getting quite close to each other. Davy's getting some speed. Checking the boxes beautifully. Aaron is doing a great job on staying close. We actually have a pretty solid run from these gentlemen going on. Round of applause for them. Looked really smooth. Aaron was doing his utmost best to stay close to Davy. Davy now has to return the favor because he has the chase run. Aaron in the lead. Let's go. A little bit of contact, but I hope this wasn't of any influence for Aaron. Of course, I'm no judge, so the judges will have to decide on what happened over there and who was to blame or in the fault. Let's hear from them. So we got Davy taking this first round of the top 16. We're going on with Misha versus Kadir. So we got Misha walking up with the gray sweater on, and Kadir, my homie from The Hague, he's also ready. We're gonna start with a practice round. Misha is in the front, in the lead. Kadir is following. But this is just a practice round, ladies and gentlemen. After this, we're going on to the real business, the first battle. And I think Kadir might be in the lead for the first round, but we will see on how they line up. Getting some practice in, really important to shake off the jitters that you might have. This is definitely Kadir's first battle. So this could be intimidating, but we will see how it goes and how it'll work out. We got Misha in the lead. Kadir in the chase. Trying to make sure there's no contact, but he stays as close as possible. Misha's in return focusing on catching the most smooth line, ticking all the boxes, making sure they come out clean. Nice job of both these gentlemen. Let's now see Kadir doing a lead lap with Misha in the chase. So we have a restart. The cars weren't really completely standing still before they started, so that's why the judges are calling a restart. Into the first corner. Both gentlemen are doing a great job sticking close to each other. Let's see if Misha can stay connected to Kadir, who is doing an awesome job on catching the outside line. We got some good battles over here, ladies and gentlemen. Some quality driving. Nice job to both these gentlemen. And let's see what the judges have to say.
Winner of this battle is Misha.
Misha won this battle. Big ups to Kadir, who will get a second chance in the losers bracket. But Misha goes on into the next round and will have to face Davey. Up next, we got Fabian and Danny. Hi guys. We're over here chilling, trying to keep a track of the scores, trying to do our best to give the action to you live, and direct. Make sure you don't miss a thing. We got a practice round going on from Fabian and Danny. Fabian and Danny. Getting a feel for the track and the lines, making sure they're fully locked in for the upcoming battles. So Fabian over here with the beige, white, long sleeve. Danny with the green sweater on. Let's go. Into the first turn, Fabian in the lead. Danny in the chase. Fabian with some deep angles. Representing Team Dojo. Danny is trying to stay there. Fabian kind of went a little bit overboard in the last turn. I'm really eager to see how the judges score that, because I'm not a professional. Luckily we have these good judges. But before we go to their decision, we go to Danny's lead run. Fabian in the chase. And a small mishap over there for Danny in the lead. They both had some moments in their lead runs, both Fabian and Danny, so this is going to be a one more time. This is our first one more time of the day. So the judges were not conclusive about who won this battle. Both had a mishap in their lead runs. So they asked for one more time, which is basically a rerun of the battle. Starting with Fabian's lead run. Fabian got some speed going on. Let's see if he can keep this going for the remainder of the lap. And the last corner where he went wrong in the first run he did much better this time. So let's see if Danny can also improve his lead run. And maybe we will see another one more time. But for now, Danny in the lead.
Ja, is dat... Oké. Ja.
Danny trying to make a wide line over into this corner. Trying to line up perfectly for the second last corner of the lap. Going into the last corner. Ticking the box. With Fabian on his bottom. Let's keep it decent, you know, let's not curse. I'm wondering to see what the judges will say.
The winner of this battle is Danny.
Danny won this battle. Danny with the red car. We're going to continue with Armando. Armando Januar versus Aaron Zwerver.
Ja, ik dacht ook dat die ronde echt gemaakt werd. Dat is net zo. Zet hem wel op.
So, they're lining up for a practice run, of course. We got Aaron in the pink-purple car in the lead. The judges are asking for the drivers to change position. So probably Armando will have the first lead run going into the battles in a couple of turns away. So, drivers are warmed up. Armando in the lead, as I thought. Aaron in the chase. Let's go. With a very, very clean start for both of the gentlemen. Continuing into the last part of this track, of this lap we set out for these battles here in the Drift Dojo. Staying clean, Armando staying fresh, but Aaron also on his tail. So let's see how the lead run of Aaron ends up. Armando really sticking to the door of Aaron and showing that he came to win. But Aaron's not phased. And he's doing his utmost best to throw down a beautiful lead run, which he did. Very nice battle, guys. Beautiful driving. Let's see what the judges have to say.
The winner of this battle, Armando.
So Armando Januar continues into the next round.
Next battle,
Armando was the winner of the last Bonsai Cup. We had a test a couple of months ago, tryout battle, and he won that. So yeah, let's see if we can repeat this. But for now, we're going on with Arthur versus David. We're gonna do a practice run first, and then we'll continue in the battles. And if I'm not mistaken, David will have the lead in the first round. And Arthur will have to chase down David from the UK. I was wrong. I see Arthur in the lead. David will chase him down. Let's see how they do. Arthur whipping it in for the first bend of the track, going into the second turn. David trying to catch up and cover some distance. But it seems that Arthur has quite some space. Has put quite some space in between the two cars. But great driving from both gentlemen. Let's see how David will do in his lead run. Arthur on the chase. And a small mistake by David. But let's see if he can pick it up. And he does. He recovers quite well into the final part of the track. Both cars going really close together. Big ups and an applause for both drivers. So we
The winner
got
of this battle is Arthur.
Arthur going to the next round. He was sitting next to the judges with the hat on and the glasses. Big ups to David, of course. Also, thanks for coming over. We will see you in the losers bracket in a couple of moments. But first, next battle of the top 16, Mario versus Sid. Two RC Drift Dojo regulars. They're here, yeah, I think most of their downtime in the week, you know, trying to get some lines in. So let's see how they do today. We had a little bit of a car fight on the track, but this is a practice run, so no worries. You can rather have this happen in a practice run than in a real lead or chase run. So let's hope these guys clean up the act and show us some drift magic. With Mario in the front, in the lead, Sid in the chase. Into the first corner. We see some corrections going on, but Sid is maintaining and keeping the car on the track. Mario is doing a great job on catching some beautiful lines around it, keeping his rear wheels in the boxes, trying to keep as smooth and flowy as possible. As we wrap up Mario's lead run, we continue to Sid's lead. Mario in the chase. And we're off. Sid catching quite some angle. Mario kind of got caught off guard by the angle Sid had, but he's back in action, trying to clean up the remainder of the track, and they did. Big ups to those guys, Mario and Sid.
Nog een keertje.
It's gonna be a one more time. The judges weren't able to choose a winner from that, so they're gonna give them a one more time.
Okay guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Mario in the lead. Sid in the chase. And a bump onto the side railing by Sid, unfortunately, in this chase round for him. Let's see how he does when the tables are turned. Sid with the lead right now, and Mario with the chase.
Okay, second one. Guys ready? 3, 2,
And we're off. First turn. It's Sid in the lead. Mario is doing his best to stay in his door. Sid with a small lead, but Mario is still keeping it together and on the track. Great job by both gentlemen. As I'm going for a small toilet break, I'll be back in a second.
Next battle, Ryan against Bas.
I will take over for a little bit for Don. So we got our next drivers. Let's see who they are. I think we've got Bus against one of our UK guys. Practice laps. And Don is back.
Back in action. So we got a practice round right now going down. Ryan versus Bus. Ryan Addis, if I'm not mistaken, from the UK. Nice job. Ryan will start the battles off with the lead run, and Bus will try to chase him down. Let's go. And unfortunately, Bus wiped out in the first turn. Let's see how he can recover. Ryan is doing his best to continue. Keeping his lines very smooth. Good lead run by Ryan. Unfortunately for Bus, but let's see how he does in his lead run. Maybe he can still turn the tables.
Okay, second run. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bus in the lead. Ryan staying within distance. Not too close, but close enough. Trying to keep it clean as he should, because he had a pretty good lead lap. Very smart of him, trying to keep it safe to take home the win in this round. But we will see what the judges will have to say. In a couple of seconds now, I think.
This battle is won by Ryan.
Ryan will continue until the next round.
Next battle, Kevin against Twan.
Right. Kevin versus Twan. This is the last round of the top 16. So, we got Kevin curb style versus Twan. Team Twan in the building. In the lead we got Kevin. Warming up. Making sure the tires are ready for action. The last nerves are contained, and yeah, making sure you're ready for the battles that are ahead. Both drivers, one lead and one chase round to determine who will go into the top 8. Kevin or Twan. Kevin, the beautiful curb style body, team colors, team livery, versus Twan with the Beamer in the beautiful RC Drift Dojo livery. Kevin was a little bit on the inside in that first turn, but recovered quite well as he has a little bit of a wall tap. Let's see how the judges score that. Twan is doing his best to stay close and also behind him, of course. Great job by both gentlemen. It's difficult, of course, to be put on a spot like this after a long wait and to perform. But let's see how Twan does. As we go in the first turn, Twan staying well on the outside, trying to pick the boxes. Kevin kind of got a little bit too close in the transition, caused a little bit of a bump. Unfortunately, these things can happen. It's just like matters of seconds, milliseconds even. But both guys did a great job and showed us some action. Let's see what the judges have to say.
The winner of this battle is Twan.
So Twan will advance into the top 8 of the winners bracket. We will have the 4 battles over there between Davey and Misha, Danny Armando, Arthur, Mario, and Ryan. Twan. So yeah, the first rounds of battles are done. We have a top 8. We will now, I believe, continue with the losers bracket. We're doing a double elimination, so everybody gets their fair share. How are you liking it so far, Vince? Have any comments?
Yeah, man, it's going well. I like the level of driving that we're seeing as well. And the angles are good. Everything's flowing right now. And I'm just enjoying the race, to be honest, or the battles.
As I hear that we're going to continue, indeed, with the losers bracket. We've got Kevin and Anthony. Kevin, who actually just lost, is up again. So let's see if he can use that to his advantage. He's up against Anthony. Anthony, today, first time visitor of the RC Drift Dojo. He thought, yeah, I want to try this out. Let's just try it out by entering an event. So, yeah, amazing that you can be that open, open-minded and confident to show yourself in a vulnerable position and to try to do your best in a RC drift competition. And he's holding his own. I remember my first time RC drifting on a very flat, a very slippery surface, and it was a challenge, I can say. Well, we're continuing with the battles. Kevin in the lead, Anthony in the chase. Let's see how they do. Kevin well ahead. Anthony trying to cover the ground, but also trying to keep angle at the same time. Kevin with a beautiful line over here. Really smooth. Picking boxes and doing what he needs to do to take it home. We'll continue with Anthony's lead run. So we switch positions and continue. And yeah, let's see who takes this, Vince. They are sending it. Anthony, yeah. As I said, this is not easy, folks. It's his first time, as I was already explaining. I encourage you guys to come over to the RC Drift Dojo or to another drift spot in the Netherlands to try this out by yourself, for yourself, and you'll see how hard this is. So big ups to Anthony for doing an amazing job, because I was not doing this the first time I was holding a RC controller on a drift track.
Anthony, de deur, eerste keer komen rijden, maar dan komt lekker veel rijden. Je leert van de jongens, die hebben echt wel goed. Je moet even goed gaan met de auto.
So Anthony gets his well-deserved respect from the judges. They're acknowledging his open-mindedness to just try this out for the first time, and come by more often, you know, and get some hours in, become a pro. And yeah, they see potential, as do I, as do I. Come and try it out over here, RC Drift Dojo, Alphen aan de Rijn. This is Vince, the owner. See him here a lot if he's not abroad, you know. But there's a really good supportive community that holds it down over here at the dojo. Yeah, they just make sure there's really good drifting, but also a really good atmosphere. So join in. Next up, we got Aaron versus Chief. Talking about cool drift spots. You got Real 80 in Groningen. Aaron is his yeah, that's his stomping grounds, you know, that's where he drives. So check out that spot as well. A real cool spot in Groningen, in the north of Holland. Next to that you got, of course, Tori in well, not a Spijkenisse anymore, but around Rotterdam. What was the name of the new spot? As we're also looking at Aaron and Chief doing a practice run, I believe. Well, look it up. Tori Circuit. They used to be in Spijkenisse, but they got a beautiful new location. So if you're interested in this hobby, go by one of those spots. Strijen, of all places. Strijen. But we go to Strijen om te rijden. Now, if you think this is cool, watching it in a live stream, try it out for yourself and you'll be amazed. As we have Chief in the lead, Aaron in the chase. It's yellow versus pink. Aaron staying close, but a mishap over there and he spins out. Let's see how this battle continues. I believe Aaron will also have a lead lap after this one still. So we're not definitely not done yet. Or do they? Chief won this battle and he will continue into the next round of the losers bracket, which we're entering right now. This is the next battle of the losers bracket. Bas versus Kevin. After that is Sid versus David. Fabian versus Chief. And Kadir versus Aaron. Aaron, actually. We have Aaron and Aaron. Aaron is from the UK. Aaron we just saw in action. We got Bas in the lead. Kevin in the chase. Curb style. Chasing Bas, who's doing his utmost best to deliver a great lead run. Great job, great job. If I'm not mistaken, we're not doing a warm-up round anymore. It's straight into the action. So as we had Bas, his lead run, we will now see Kevin's lead run. Nice lead by Kevin, representing Curb Style RC. Let's see what the judges have to say.
The winner of this battle is Kevin.
Kevin goes on into the next round.
Next driver, Sid and David.
Continuing with Sid and David.
Wake up.
as we have Sid waiting patiently. David is running up also to the start line. David on the chase. Sid with the lead. Let's see how they do.
Guys, 3, 2, 1, go.
And the action started with Sid whipping it in for the first turn. David is doing his best to follow Sid's line. As we see some distance between the cars. Sid is throwing down a very nice lead lap. David had some trouble following him, but it is best. Let's see how it goes when the positions are reversed. David with the lead, Sid in the chase.
Go.
Getting quite close to each other. Sid is trying his best to knock on some doors. But David had a good lead lap. Let's see what the judges have to say.
The winner of this battle is Sid.
And Sid continues to the next round. Fabian versus Chief.
Wie gaat er zo stuk op afgegaan? Ik hoorde het.
Fabian with the lead lap. Chief with the chase. Chief with the yellow Supra. Fabian with the blue and white body. Made by Drift Opa. Some really, really nice lines. Let's see if Chief can lay down a lead lap that matches the one that Fabian just did. We see a small mishap at the start. I don't know whose mistake that was, but fortunately that's up to the judges to decide. And this wraps up their battle. Fabian versus Chief.
The winner of this battle is
Fabian winning this battle. Chief unfortunately Chief did his best, but unfortunately a slight mishap in his lead, and I think the judges chose Fabian because of that. As we continue with Kadir versus Aaron, the UK versus Kadir from Schilderswijk, Aga City, my stomping grounds, The Hague. Nice. We got Kadir in the lead, Aaron in the chase. Both cars in red. It's like a really beautiful shot, both with the yellow accents on it. Seems like they're partners in crime, but they're actually trying to beat each other. Let's see how Aaron's lead run will go. Representing Team AMRC UK. Both cars getting really close into the first turn. Smooth into the second. A little correction by Kadir to make sure his line matches up. He's staying really close to Aaron. This is very interesting to see how the judges will score this. I think this was an example of a really good battle. High level drifting. Yeah, dope participant field. Some have more experience than the other, but Aaron goes to the next round. Kadir did his best. He could definitely hold his head up high. Now we're going back to the winners bracket and going to the top 8 battles. We have Davey versus Misha. So this is the winners bracket. We got 8 drivers left. Davey and Misha are going to start it off with Davey with the red trap chaser in the front. And Misha in the back representing Team Driftwell. Both are drifting very smoothly. Misha is doing his best to stay as close as possible. And all the way through the track, Davey was trying his best to pick the perfect lines. And I said it was a chaser, but I'm not sure. Is it a B? You have an idea, Vince? We're going into the first turn. Misha in the front. Davey in the chase. Getting close once again. There's some contact. So I'm very interested to see how the judges score that. We're gonna go to their decision right now.
The winner of this battle is Davey.
Davey will continue to the next round. Great job by Misha.
Ja hoor, volgens mij spreek ik je liederen was je best wel shallow, dat je niet echt in de bocht zit. Daarna verloor je, maak je wel de ruimte goed, maar niet op een superbaan. Dat was voor mij de eerste run, en de tweede run was gelijk, dus dat de eerste run jouw lied was. Ja, daar hebben we niet gekregen, dat hij gedaan en een dingetje, dat is echt heel goed. Nee, deze bij mij is het niet aangerekend. Dat was puur voor mij de chaser die wat shallow was en mij op de box geweest.
So Misha is asking for some judges' feedback, which the judges are very happy to deliver in the moment. Yeah, it's great to have these two experienced judges watching over the drifting battles. We're going on with the next battle. Danny and Armando head to head, and going to determine who will join Davey in the top 4 in the semifinals of this winners bracket. We got Danny in the front with the kitty cat, the cool kitty cat on the side. Armando in the chase. Seeing some contact. Armando's going really close, making it up close and personal. But then he's holding his own. Trying to keep as steady as possible through the turns. With Mungo almost the whole lap was searching for his door. Was a great first battle, but let's see how Mungo does when he has the lead. Armando, aka Mungo, in the lead. Danny in the chase. Mungo's already creating some distance in between. Also a little bit of contact. Danny doing his best to catch up, but let's see how they continue into the final part of the track. Into the last corner with Danny getting slightly a bit ahead in the last corner. I'm very, very interested in how the judges will score this. One more time. We had two runs actually where both drivers made a little bit of contact with each other. So I think this is a reason for the judges to give it one more time. And I always like this because there's more drifting action. More one more times means more drifting cars on the track, and that's what we're here for today. As we see a pretty short line by Danny and Mungo wiping out, trying to get back into the action. Danny trying to keep it clean for the remainder of the track. And a well-deserved applause for the both drivers. Let's continue with Mungo's lead. We got Armando in the lead with Danny chasing him down. Armando creating some distance and Danny also wiping out in that corner. Almost identical to Armando in his chase run. Let's see what the judges say. Was one lead run better than the other? What will they do? They will do it one more time. And I think with the same reasoning as I said before, but of course that's speculating because I'm no expert, but they both had a mess up in their chase runs. And the judges want to see them like in a clean round the track. So let's see how they do now. In their second one more time. As I said, even more RC drift action, so I'm not complaining. They're keeping it clean up until now, so it looks great. Seeing some high level drifting as we go into Mungo's lead lap. With Danny in the chase. Armando again gaining some ground and some speed as he bumps into turn 2. This is gonna be a very, very interesting one for the judges. A second one more time. Still some mishaps in the runs. Let's see what they say. Danny will continue into the semi-final. Armando, unfortunately, will not advance to the next round of the winners bracket. Big ups to him, though. We will see him later on in the losers bracket. Next battle, we got Arthur versus Mario. Super Mario.
Arthur leads.
We got Arthur in the lead, Mario in the chase.
Okay, guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go. Arthur is gaining a lot of distance from Mario, who's trying to keep up, but Arthur has tremendous speed around the track. Really difficult to catch up once he's gotten his grip.
Second one.
We'll see how Mario does in his lead.
2, 1, go.
Arthur in the chase. Good drifting of both gentlemen. Keeping it smooth and clean. Arthur trying to match the angles that Mario sets out for him to hold. And a beautiful, beautiful battle. Mario did a great job in this lead run.
And the winner of this battle is Arthur.
But unfortunately, Arthur, I believe his lead run was a little bit better and edged out the win.
Next battle.
But big ups to Mario, one of the guys who is working really hard along with Fabian, with Armando, with Vince, of course, Laura, to keep this beautiful spot open, to make sure everyone can get his RC drift needs, because it is addicting, you know, and very, very, very important to keep this spot open. So big up to all the people who are involved with that. If you know, you know. Nick also upstairs, still operating the camera like a pro. His first day on the job. Great stuff. As we're looking into Ryan versus Twan. Ryan with the lead. Twan in the chase. Ryan Addis is at this. He's from the UK. Planned a weekend in Amsterdam. Heard about this drift event. I was like, okay, I might as well bring my car. It wasn't on planning when he booked this trip, but yeah, that's a cool bonus, huh? When you go to Amsterdam, and yeah, he did show what's up. Second run, Twan. That rhymes. Giggity. So, Twan with his lead run. Can't stop rhyming, man. I'm a born rapper. And Ryan trying to do his best to stay on his butt cheeks. No diddy. Nice. Yeah, great battle between these guys. We saw some beautiful runs. Ryan. He is going on into the semifinals. He will face Arthur to determine if he gets a place in the finals. Next up, we got Armando. We're going down to the losers bracket. Last 8 of the losers bracket. Armando versus Kevin. Look, you see the emotions in the face, the tension. Mongo wants this. I hear Vince talking along. He says his girlfriend is also watching from home, trying to support. Big up to Armando's girlfriend. Now on to the action. Kevin with the chase, Armando with the lead. Curb style versus Team Dojo. Who's coming up on top? As we're coming along the track quite beautifully, we see some really good drifting by both gentlemen. Keeping it clean inside the boxes, staying close to each other. And a beautiful end of this lead run of Armando. There we got Kevin with the gray hoodie on. It's getting quite cold outside, so I understand his choice of garment. As he kicks it off with his lead run, while Armando is trying to show everyone what he's got. Trying to stay as close as possible. Doing quite well, both of them. Saw a small little bit of contact, unfortunately, by Kevin at the end in the last turn. I'm very eager to hear the judges' decision. Let's go to that. In 3, 2, 1. That didn't happen.
Okay, the winner of this battle is Armando.
Armando. It was a very close one until that final corner. Yeah, small mishap from Kevin. He did a great job up until the end, but that little bit of contact is probably the reason why Mungo edges out this win. Just goes to show that you have to keep the concentration going from start to end. It's yeah, a hobby where you have to keep it locked in, especially when you're battling like this. You know, every move, every small correction or mistake matters. So yeah, it's very important to stay on track. As we continue with Misha in the lead and Sid in the chase, let's see who takes this. Misha team Driftwell with a shallow line over there. Got Sid a little bit off guard, I believe, but they're back into it. And Sid is gaining some distance, getting closer. Sid is doing his thing, for real. Yeah. But so is Misha, and so is everybody else. PG-13 as we go on with Sid's lead run. Misha, Team Driftwell in the chase. Sid has evolved into a new level, a new breed of RC drifters. But Misha, is it enough to take down Misha? Because he's a well-seasoned veteran. Let's show Sid. Yeah, there's Sid over there with the keychain around his neck. We got a one more time. We got more drift action. Really great. Emotions, you know, they're, yeah, it's going ham over here. Loco. There's a lot on the line, you know. A lot of good night's rests are on the line. You know, if you lose, it's gonna haunt you for a couple of weeks probably. So we don't want that. We don't want that either. But let's see how Sid recovers. He does a good job in it. But Misha is taking it home, showing off a little bit at the end. You know, you can all do that. It's no problem. Little bit of boasting. It's all in the game. As we go on with Sid's lead run. Misha is breathing down the neck of Sid. Not literally, of course, but the cars. It would be against the rules to breathe in another driver's neck while having a battle. We're very keen on enforcing those rules, but we won't have to today because we have a very nice community that are yeah, supportive of each other. Of course, there's a little bit of competitiveness, but also a whole lot of brother and sisterhood. Mostly brotherhood, but still, I see you, Laura. So sisterhood as well. Shout out to all my female drifters. So next battle, Twan versus Fabian. Sorry, man. I'm a rapper by heart. Twan in the lead with Fabian chasing him down. Shallow line from Twan, but it can also be a tactic. But Fabian is not phased. He's been through this before. Hem krijg je niet gek, as we would say in Dutch. Let's see how Fabian will do in the lead. Yeah, man. We're getting along quite nicely in the top 8 right now of the losers bracket. After this we got the top 4, the semi-finals. But first, Fabian and Twan doing the best they can. Ooh, a little bit of contact with the wall. But still in the game, Twan trying his best to catch up to Fabian, who has a small wall tap as well, but I believe that was already past the finish. Fabian, that's why he also wins this battle and goes on into the semi-finals of the losers bracket, where he will compete against the winner of the next battle, Mario versus Aaron. Aaron from the UK and Supra Mario from the Netherlands.
Nee, geef niet. Komt ie aan. Zit er nu in? Ja, ja.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Drivers are ready. We got Mario in the front, setting it off in his lead run against Aaron from the UK, AMRC, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's on the side of his car, so let's see if we can get a close-up to confirm that. As we continue with Aaron's lead run, AMRC, I was correct. Mario with the Drift Dojo livery, as you see behind us, the logo. Mario's got it on the car, so bonus points for that. Also very eager to see who wins the best body competition, but we'll find that out later on today. Aaron is bending some corners, doing his best to check the boxes, the clipping points, keeping his angle well throughout the whole track, and the remainder of the track also is kept clean by both drivers. There was some distance between both of the cars, but still. Aaron won that battle and will continue until into the semi-finals of the losers bracket. He will take on Fabian. So we will continue with the losers bracket right now, and we will go into the semi-finals of the losers bracket, with the first battle being Armando versus Misha. Armando Team Dojo and Misha Team Driftwell. Really exciting. We're coming onto the end actually already of this beautiful battle today. Of this beautiful competition, I mean. We have a couple of battles to go. And the first one on that list is Armando versus Misha.
3, 2, 1, go!
Armando with the lead. Armando keeping it wide, using the whole track. Misha is trying to stay as close as possible. A job that he's doing pretty well, actually. Keep the angle. And both drivers make it safe over the finish line. And they will continue in switch positions with Misha taking the lead and Armando chasing him.
3, 2, 1, go!
Misha whipping it in for turn 1. Armando right on his tail. A little bit too much. He corrects it and they continue. Nice job by both drivers. Armando kind of correcting.
Yeah.
He's just so fast, Armando, that it's sometimes difficult to stay in angle and stay on track with a drifter that is a little bit slower. But yeah, difficult hobby, difficult task to complete. Let's see how the judges score this.
This battle is won by Misha.
And Misha won this battle, as I suspected a little bit. But of course, I'm no judge. I only tell you what I see. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But fortunately, we have professional judges who have the beautiful task of deciding who's the winner of each battle. We're continuing with Fabian versus Aaron. Aaron from the UK, Fabian, Team Dojo. Fabian in the lead. Aaron, AMRC in the chase. There's a little bit of contact there, but doesn't seem to influence Fabian's line as they continue into the last part of the track. Very deep angles by both drivers. And a beautiful finish of Fabian's lead lap. Drivers will switch positions and we will see Aaron doing a lead lap and Fabian chasing him down this time. Let's see. Good start by both guys. Going up against each other into this battle, into this competition. So a small bit of contact by Aaron. All right, Fabian and Aaron. I believe it's a one more time.
Yeah.
That can be the only reason why they're lining up again. So Fabian in the lead. A rerun of the last battle. Aaron trying to stick it to Fabian immediately. Fabian trying to drift to the outside of the turn. It was a little bit shallow, but it is best to correct it. As they continue down the track into the last section, both drivers are stuck to each other. Seeing some high-level drifting over here with Fabian from Team Dojo and Aaron from the UK representing AMRC. Switch positions. Aaron's lead of the first one more time. Good lead run by Aaron, but also a matching chase lap by Fabian, who's doing a real good job sticking to Aaron's car, as Aaron did in his chase lap. So this is a very interesting one to judge, because we already had one more time, but it seems that these guys are very well matched.
And the winner of this battle is Fabian.
But the judges, we don't have them for a reason or no reason. They are here to decide in these moments, and Fabian went on to the next round. Misha versus Fabian will be... Oh, wait. I think there is a small hiccup in the planning. The judges went a little bit too fast. I believe we still have to do the semi-finals of the winners bracket before we can continue with the losers bracket. The judges wanted to continue with the losers bracket, but Laura, our lovely behind-the-scenes assistant, big ups to Laura. She corrected the judges, and we're back on track with the first semi-final of the winners bracket. We got Davy Zouterbier versus Danny over here getting ready. Danny with the cool kitty cat on the side, and Davy with the red trap mobile. Davy having the honor of having the first lead, going in very deep in the first couple of turns, showing great angle. Danny doing his utmost best to stay as close as possible, but it seems like a really difficult task. Big ups though to both drivers. This is not easy at all. As we continue with Danny's lead run and Davy's chase. Let's see if we can determine a winner from these two runs, or do we have a one more time on our hands? We will see in a couple of seconds what the judges' verdict will be. But we're watching some high-level RC drifting right now by both Danny and Davy, throwing in some beautiful lines and some very synchronized, coordinated drifting. A little touch, but that was over the finish line, so yeah, who cares? Davy won this first semi-final battle. I believe his lead run was that strong. Then he had a little bit of difficulty on staying on his door. And that's the reason why Davy edged out the win. They're sending it indeed, and we're going on with the second semi-final of this day, of the winners bracket. Arthur in the lead versus Ryan Addis from the UK. Arthur representing Team Sticky Bros. Very, very nice drifting of both gentlemen. We got Ryan Addis representing Team RCO from the UK, as I mentioned. We're very honored to have 3 drivers from the UK over today. Arthur and Ryan are going head-to-head in this semi-final, with Ryan Addis now taking the lead run. Arthur in the chase. Let's see how this unfolds, as we see the bouncy suspension set up by Ryan. Seeing the front of the car bouncing up every time he gives some throttle, and the car squatting down. Beautiful to see. These dynamic movements of the cars. It might be miniature cars, but yeah, you'll be amazed to see what you can set up with these cars and how much influence your setup has on your driving. Ryan, our international participant from the UK, who's here on his weekend trip to Amsterdam and added in some RC drifting, some competing in RC drifting on the go, is in the final of the winners bracket against Davey. Now we're going to go on with the losers bracket, which is going to be kicked off by Arthur and Misha. Arthur just lost the semifinals in the winners bracket, so he's up in the losers bracket now with Misha on his tail, trying to get a good result over here. Arthur doing his best to go into every box, going in deep, giving some angle. And Misha, of course, trying to stick with him and trying to match his line and angle that Arthur set up as good as possible. Misha now continuing with his lead run. Arthur in the chase. Looking forward to the rest of this battle. Let's see how this ends up. With Arthur gaining a little bit too much speed, but he corrected it. You have to try to stay behind your lead car and try not to get your nose in front of him, which he did a couple of times, but I don't know what the judges will think about this. It's their job to score this and not mine, unfortunately. I'm just telling what I see.
And the winner of this battle is Arthur.
Arthur won this battle. As I just mentioned, I'm no expert. I saw something that would maybe give Misha the win, but the judges thought otherwise, which is why we have them. They see everything, every detail. Yeah, and that's their job. My job is to entertain you guys, to be this buzzing little background noise.
And you're doing a great job, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm hanging out with the homies over here, sitting in this couch. I could be sitting in this couch at home, but rather do it over here. As we continue with Danny in the lead versus Fabian. The semi-finals of the losers bracket. Great job by both drivers. Staying really close. Fabian matching Danny's angle perfectly. A little bit of a mishap at the end, at the last corner, but we'll see how the switched position lap will turn out, with Fabian in the front taking the lead. Nice driving by both Fabian and Danny. A little bit over angled by Danny, I believe. I didn't see that well enough, but again, the judges will have the job to decide a winner of this battle. Fabian is shaking no. Let's see if the judges also shake no or shake yes for him. We will see. I hear some nice. After some discussion by the judges, Fabian edged out the win. It was a close one. So the losers bracket will be having a final between Arthur and Fabian, as we will continue to the final of the winners bracket, Davey versus Ryan. So this is already the third place battle between Arthur and Fabian. Who is going to take this one? We've got Arthur in the lead, Fabian trying to match the lines, match the angles, trying to synchronize his movement. They did a great job. That was a perfect example of a beautiful piece of RC drifting. As we go on with Fabian's lead lap. Let's see who takes down third prize. Beautiful stuff by both the drivers but also the camera team. If you hear my homie Vince in the background talking, he's constantly talking with our cameraman Nick upstairs, who's delivering these beautiful shots of the action, with Fabian ending it off with a solid performance. Arthur as well.
And the winner is Arthur.
And Arthur edged this one out. So Arthur wins this one. Next up, we got Davey versus Ryan. I believe this is the final of the winners bracket. I don't know if there are some battles after that. I believe not. I think this is it, but we will find out in a bit. We definitely have two experienced and very skilled drivers coming up in the form of Davey and Ryan. They haven't lost a battle all day long. That's why they're in this position. It's the only way you get into this winners bracket final. Any predictions, Vince? Who do you think will take it home?
Well, yeah, I know Davey best, so I think Davey. But the other guy is also very skilled. So you never know, huh? All these drivers are so good that it just takes a little mistake that will cost you the game. So let's see, man. Excited though.
Only one way to find out, that's for sure. And yeah, as Vince said, this is something that happens in a moment, you know, and there's so many factors that can make you make a mistake and make you lose it in a split second and in the end. So yeah, it can go both ways. We got Davey in the lead. Ryan Addis in the chase. UK versus the Netherlands. Let's see. Beautiful first couple of turns. Ryan is really sticking it into Davey's door. We see a small correction, but it goes without any damage and any contact, I believe. That's of course for the judges to decide, but this was really, really good drifting by both gentlemen. Yeah, we're gonna switch the positions, and Ryan will show us a lead lap, with Davey trying to stick to him as close as possible. And again, beautiful piece of driving by both drivers. A small correction, but they're still in the game. Drifting beautifully through the boxes. Both gentlemen with a beautiful piece of RC drifting. Big respect to both Ryan Addis and Davey Zoetebier. Now, the judge's job to see who takes home this battle. And I don't know what they're doing right now. Are they re-watching the footage of the battle, or I see one of the judges looking over to his side, maybe to a screen, I don't know. If that's the case, we're using like VAR over here, but no, I think they were just looking at the brackets. And it's a one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Which means, of course, more RC drift action, which is never a bad thing. Davey in the lead. Ryan in the chase. And my man Vince with some sound effects to, give this some energy. We've been live for quite a long time, trying to give you the action over here in Alphen aan den Rijn. in the comfort of your home environment, or maybe you're traveling, maybe you're in the train or in the car watching this. Great lead run by Davey again. We're going to continue with Ryan with maybe one of the last battles of the night. Ryan whipping it in, going deep. There was a little bit of contact, but also a little bit of over angle. I don't know what the judges will say about that, and we'll do. As I said, I'm not an expert. Fortunately, we have two experts in the form of Owen and Michel. They have the beautiful task of showing or choosing a winner. Okay, they're gonna keep it to themselves as we go on into a small break until we continue with the prizes ceremony. Vince, what a beautiful day. We had we had a lot of RC Drift action going on. We started with 18 competitors. Don't break anything, Vince. Yeah. We had 18 competitors going into the qualifications. Everybody did their thing. Nice bracket full of interesting and action-packed battles. An international final between Ryan Addis from the UK and Davy Zoutebir from the Netherlands. What a beautiful day. How have you experienced it? You've been really busy with the camera side and the media side of today. I've been busy with talking, and just explaining and commentating what I saw. How did you experience today up so far?
Good, man. It's been a very good and productive day. I think we all did very well, the whole team. And all the competitors were having a fun day, a lot of driving, a lot of action, a lot of cool shots. So I'm very happy about how everything came together. And now just see who is finally the champion of the Bonsai Cup round 1. We've got the trophies there, so I'm very curious to see who won, who's second place, who's third, so we can hand them out the trophies and the nice prizes. And the rest of the night we go drifting.
That sounds like fun. I might get my car and try and join the guys in some lines. Yeah, great edition of the Bonsai Cup. Of course, we're not done yet. We're gonna do the prize ceremony later on. But yeah, beautiful day with a good atmosphere. A lot of dope battles, some high-level drifting. We couldn't be more happy, and yeah, it's all being put into this live stream by your hard work. Also, Nick upstairs trying to do his best to show all the beautiful action on the track. A little shout out also to the Dutch Drone Gods for sponsoring today with some equipment, some streaming gear. Yeah, of course, this is another company of yours, so it's cool to see those two RC kind of branches with the FPV drone and the RC drifting come together in this personification over here. So big ups to all your work, but also to the Dutch Drone Gods. We're gonna have a little break, I think. Yeah.
I just want to tell you, Tom, thank you so much for hosting the live stream. You're an absolute legend. I love listening to you. Your commentary is on point. It's a vibe. We had a lot of fun with you. So once again, Dojo thanks you for being here again for our Bonsai Cup round 1. And I hope you continue to do so and we continue to make the live stream even better. As Don said, we'll be back for the prize ceremony, but I think I'll do that from my phone, just from Facebook Live. So we're done with the whole streaming gear here. I can show you the streaming setup a little bit. Let me lift up the laptop. But there's a lot of gear here, so we're happy all went well. And we're going to shut down this stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining, for watching, for being with us. I want to thank everybody who participated. Thank everybody who helped out making this event possible. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And hang out for the prize ceremony because we'll go live for that as well. So you guys can see who actually won Bonsai Cup Round 1. Once again, from RC Drift Dojo in Alphen aan den Rijn, we wish you a good night. And if you're at home thinking of drifting and you live close by, just come on over. We're drifting till late. Later, guys.